Well, good morning, friends. It is Sunday, May 6th, and we're going to do our first inspection after installing 3 pounds of bees and a queen. We did that installation on Monday. I'm one of those wimpy beekeepers that simply does not want to get stung. So let's see. So inside our lid we have our juice. This has been this was the juice that came with them. I thinned it down a little bit, and they've drank about half of it. So, that's a decent sign. We have bees here at the. We've got bees here. There's half a dozen bees there. So they are actively feeding. There's definitely a hive in there. I can hear them. Now my queen is here. Well, that's where she was installed. That's the cage. We're going to first pull that and, well, we'll make a little room first. They're slow, but there's a lot of bees in there. So let's pull a few frames and see what happens. Am I in the frame? Okay. Start out here. So this was last year's hive that didn't make it over the winter. Completely drawn out. So I'm anxious to see how well they've done cleaning out the corpses and. But you can see this is a brooder box. So this is two boxes deep. So I build normal woodenware, but I don't put a bottom on it. And they build this, what appears to be more natural shape. And I'm seeing liquid in there, which doesn't surprise me all the way over here on the end. There's some pollen in there. There's some, let's put this to the side. Queens this year are marked with a red dot. I don't see any old brood. I think they've been working to clean it. There's a lot of liquid in there. No evidence of eggs or any laying yet. Getting a little bit bigger numbers here. Still just nectar. It's early, there's not much in bloom right now. Dandelions. Some ragweed, not ragweed, some be able to see this? Yeah. There's pollen. There's our queen. Right there, red dot and all. She's right here. Okay, so we have a live queen. It's a little early for capped brood. There's her cage. So we'll pull that off. It's stuck on there. Relax. Relax, ladies. All is good. So let's put this back. Be careful with the queen since she's now over here. Moving slow. Now, one of the interesting aspects of this hive, hex hive design is these frames here, these two and these two are permanent. So you don't always get a good queen location because she could always be over there. But the strategy this year is to, until this brood frame is completely filled out, we are not going to put a honey box on here. Last year I put a honey box on too early and she walked up there and started laying, and it was not as orderly as I'd have liked it. So it looks like they've cleaned out all the old brood that had died over the winter. That all seems to be cleaned out. They've uncapped and removed the corpses. Looks good. So I'd say we've got a healthy 3 pounds of bees, a live queen, who by all accounts is laying, and we'll look in the next week, confirm we have larvae. Well, I've decided to take a look at the bottom board, or the bottom screen. And it looks like maybe that's where all the corpses are. I kind of thought that they would fly them out, but I see down here yep, that's where they are. So there are all the last year's brood that died in the capped cells. Kind of interesting. A few dead, weary, weak workers. We'll clean that all off. Right now we have only one entrance open, but each box has the potential to be an entrance. Typically as summer approaches, or as the season, we get deeper into the season, I'll put an entrance opening on a honey super. Anyway, everything looks good. So this is a feeder. If you haven't seen this already, it's got a couple entrances. So the bees enter through those holes, and then they're into this chamber that's a 3/8 bee space to a screened where the can sits, or the jar sits. The design really should have a 3/8 B space here, but I didn't learn about B space until after building this first set of boxes. So these designs only have enough of a dado here for the frame to be flush. This dado should have been deeper. And you can't retrofit it because then the frames would sit too low. So I had to add B spaces to my any lids or tops. It's worked out okay. One trick I learned about feeding is don't turn this way. Don't turn it back up. Right now it's at that perfect pressure where the sugar water doesn't drip. So there we go. Thanks for joining. Signing out at Five Cedars Farm. Peace.